You were not born to be average. You were not placed on this earth to simply exist, to go through the motions, or to play small. Deep inside you, there's a fire, an untamed, relentless force begging to be unleashed. But life, fear, and doubt have a way of pouring water on that fire. You've been told to be realistic, to settle, to fit in. You've been taught to doubt yourself before you even dared to believe. But hear this now. Every time you choose to rise, every time you refuse to back down, every time you silence that voice that says you can't, you become more than just a person. You become a force. You become unstoppable. And that's what this moment is about. It's about choosing to fight. It's about digging deep and finding out who you really are underneath the layers of fear and insecurity. You don't need permission to rise. You don't need approval to go after what sets your soul on fire. All you need is the decision to become unstoppable. Becoming unstoppable doesn't mean you won't fall. It doesn't mean the path will be easy or that pain won't visit. What it means is that no matter how hard you fall, you refuse to stay down. You wipe the blood from your face. You stand back up and you keep moving forward. Unstoppable isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about being the one who keeps showing up, keeps swinging, and keeps believing when everyone else would have quit. The world will try to test you. It will throw storms your way. But your strength isn't measured by the size of the storm. It's measured by the size of your heart in the face of it. When others complain, you adapt. When others doubt, you believe. When others surrender, you rise. That's the difference between the average and the exceptional. You're not here to be ordinary. You're here to break barriers, to silence every doubt, to become a living example of what's possible. You were made for greatness. You were made to be unstoppable. There is no magic formula. There's no shortcut to greatness. It's not about waiting for the right moment. It's about taking every moment and making it right. Too many people wait for inspiration to strike before they act. But the unstoppable don't wait. They create. They build habits. They master their mindset. They stay committed even when motivation fades. Because motivation will fade. Discipline, however, will carry you through. It's easy to be excited at the start. It's easy to talk about goals, dreams, and ambition. But when the days get hard, when progress feels slow, that's when you find out who's really in it to win. That's when the unstoppable are born. Every drop of sweat, every sleepless night, every rejection, it's building you. The pain you feel today is forging the strength you'll need tomorrow. Stop fearing the work. Stop waiting for the stars to align. You are the star. You are the one who has to show up, shine bright, and set fire to everything holding you back. You must take responsibility for your life. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you your dreams. If you want it, you have to fight for it. You have to chase it down with everything you've got. Becoming unstoppable starts with ownership. Own your story. Own your past. Own your pain. But more importantly, own your future. Your circumstances may have shaped you, but they don't define you. You define you. Every time you take action in the direction of your goals, you are rewriting your story. You are proving to the world and to yourself that you refuse to be held back. The question isn't, can I do it? The question is, will I commit to doing whatever it takes? Will you stay disciplined when no one is watching? Will you stay hungry even after you win? Will you refuse to give in when everything around you says stop? If your answer is yes, then congratulations. You've already started the journey to become unstoppable. There will be people who doubt you. There will be critics. There will be those who try to talk you out of your dreams because they gave up on theirs. But you must understand, what others think of you is none of your business. Their fear has nothing to do with your future. Do not let small minds convince you to abandon big dreams. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to stand out. If they laugh, let them laugh. If they doubt, let them doubt. Their disbelief only fuels the fire. Let your actions do the talking. Let your grind be your voice. Let your results silence every skeptic. The world respects results, and results come from relentless focus, consistency, and hunger. Block out the noise. Tune in to your vision. Stay committed to the path, even when it's lonely, especially when it's lonely, because that's the space where champions are made. You don't need their validation. You don't need their approval. All you need is your courage, your commitment, and your refusal to quit. You have to become obsessed. Obsession isn't a bad thing when it's directed toward purpose. When you're obsessed with growth, with progress, with becoming the strongest version of yourself, you're dangerous. You stop making excuses. You stop wasting time. You stop negotiating with weakness. Most people flirt with success. They dabble. They kind of try. But not you. Not anymore. If you want to be unstoppable, you have to go all in. Burn the ships. Kill the backup plan. Make your goal your only option. Let the fire inside you burn hotter than the doubts around you. When you operate from obsession, there's no room for distraction. Your mornings have intention. Your nights have reflection. Your time has value. You stop chasing lights and start chasing legacy. You stop living for comfort and start living for greatness. So become obsessed. Become unshakable. Become the person who shows up every day, rain or shine, tired or energized, ready to win regardless. That's the mindset that builds champions. That's the spirit of the unstoppable. The road will get dark. There will be days when nothing makes sense, when the pressure feels unbearable, and when you'll question whether it's all worth it. But that's the test. That's the breaking point where most people quit. That's when the average fold. But not you. You're not average. You weren't built to break. You were built to break through. You must remember that every great success story started with struggle. The difference is they kept going. They stayed the course. They trusted the process. You must do the same. Your mind will scream at you to give in. Fear will whisper lies in your ear. But if you stand your ground, if you keep moving forward one step at a time, you will not only survive, you will rise. Pain will visit, but it won't live here. Doubt may knock, but it won't stay. You have the power to outlast every obstacle. Every day you choose courage over comfort, you become stronger. Every time you refuse to quit, you become more unstoppable. Success isn't about talent. It's about tenacity. It's not about who's the smartest or the fastest. It's about who's willing to go the longest, who's willing to suffer more, who's willing to push past the limit everyone else stops at. The truth is, most people never find out how powerful they really are because they quit before the miracle. But not you. You're going to see it through. You're going to push past what you thought was possible and step into who you were born to be. That version of you, the powerful, unstoppable version, is already inside. It's been waiting for you to rise. It's been waiting for you to stop settling, stop shrinking, and start owning your strength. You don't get what you want. You get what you're willing to work for, fight for, sacrifice for. So raise your standards. Demand more from yourself. Push harder. Stay longer. Risk bigger. Because your future is worth it. Your dreams are worth it. And you are worth it. You were made for this. Every challenge you faced was preparation. Every setback was setting the stage for your comeback. Every failure was forging your resilience. Nothing has been wasted. All of it, the pain, the pressure, the struggle, has been building the unstoppable warrior you are becoming. You may not see the progress every day, but it's there. You may not feel strong in every moment, but strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's just showing up. Sometimes it's refusing to quit. Sometimes it's choosing to believe in yourself when no one else does. That's what makes you powerful. That's what makes you rare. You are walking proof that endurance matters, that grit wins, that heart conquers. The world needs people like you, relentless, bold, fearless, people who refuse to fold, people who rise in the face of resistance. So keep going, keep grinding, keep believing. The journey is long, but the reward is priceless. You are building a legacy. You are creating a life that echoes. And most importantly, you are becoming unstoppable.